Friends, feeling a calling to share a message today, sending love from the heart to all people, all beings, and just personally, really deeply feeling today how we are feeding an entire generation or multiple generations to the algorithm. When I look at my generation, the millennials, when I look at Gen Z and the generation coming after, there's just countless quantities of people that are spending astronomical amounts of time squandering all their life force energy on bullshit. I say that as much as possible without condemnation. I'm just trying to be direct. I also see the innocence of it. I see that we're in this technologically saturated environment surrounded by supernormal stimuli. And it's very difficult to cut the heads off the snakes, decapitate the energetic vampires, and recenter our attention on what truly matters. But it's really heartbreaking in a deep sense to see countless men and women who could be serving beautiful causes, who could be stepping into leadership, who could be giving this world what it's truly calling out for, which is love, is heart, is real embodied human care, grounded men and women who are serving this world, helping meet its many challenges, helping its many suffering, war-torn places and brutalized people and animals. And instead we're giving untold quantities of attention and life force energy to doom scrolling the social media feeds, to watching pornography, to playing video games, to online gambling. And again, I understand it's not easy to unhook from this stuff, but just feeling a very clear calling within myself today to put out a message and a call to arms, a call to action for anyone who needs to hear this, for anyone who resonates with this in this moment. You know, this is a precious life. We're here in this precious, precious world. Our children need us, our grandchildren need us, the generations who aren't here yet need us. We have an opportunity to pass on a more beautiful world to them. And what is the world that we're currently careening toward? We're moving toward a world where they're going to live inside of a metaverse, live inside of a virtual reality simulation that's saturated with advertisements and supernormal stimuli and entertainment that hooks its tentacles into their brain and saps their life force and just squanders it on bullshit, because that's what we're already doing to a great extent. That's what we're already doing. The internet, which once had so much promise as the repository of all human wisdom and knowledge, the ultimate self-education tool, the ultimate communication tool, it's become an absolute wasteland. It's a wasteland of garbage. These websites don't have your best interest in mind at all. They're just maximizing for profit. And so they're just trying to make their website as addictive as possible. They're not trying to serve you, your life, your children's lives, your grandchildren's lives. The profit motive, the endless greed within the dark underbelly of humanity that has literally been encoded into our systems and the way that our organizations are structured to maximize profit, to place the profit motive at the top of our hierarchy of values. This is literally encoded into the source code, the operating system of how our civilization is functioning in huge numbers of places and on many levels. And this literally is eating us alive. It's absolutely devouring us. Um, Countless examples of this could be listed, ways in which the profit motive is and has corrupted healthcare and governance and education and technology and quote unquote entertainment. And I'm not saying that there aren't plenty of good-hearted people in these fields trying to do good things. God bless all of the teachers and the healthcare professionals and the public servants who are genuinely endeavoring to serve, whose heart is in the right place, and who are really trying to do right by the people and the children. I know there's many such people out there, and yet still we are absolutely being devoured. And there's a call in the midst of that. There's a calling and an opportunity for us to care at a deeper level about our own lives, about our children's lives, our grandchildren's lives, and the lives of all beings on this earth, all human and non-human creatures on this earth, and Gaia herself, the biosphere itself, and to really take it upon ourselves to see this era as a training ground for mind, body, spirit, where we cultivate the next level samurai discipline, clarity, mastery, and honor that is needed to decapitate the snakes, cut the heads off the energetic vampires, close the leaks, truly seal all of these energy leaks once and for all the ways that we're just taking our infinite potential to do good and just dumping it into a toxic wasteland of addictive bullshit that is literally just sucking out our souls, corrupting us from the inside out. We have an opportunity to take it upon ourselves to say no to that, to cut that shit off, cut it out, and redirect our attention to what truly matters. Discover within ourselves what is our true North Star? What is the guiding principle for our life that truly deserves to be placed atop that hierarchy of values, and then align our lives to that? And I would suggest that nothing short of some kind of sacred or divine principle of divine love, divine grace, in whatever form and by whatever name resonates most deeply with you, nothing short of that allows and inspires a human being to truly overcome this increasingly all pervasive thirst trap, this all pervasive, deleterious, draconian environment that is doing everything it can to get its hooks in you and its tentacles in you and sap and suck your life force and just convert your life force into more pennies, nickels, and dimes to just siphon to the small number of parasitic entities at the top that are essentially converting the whole civilization into a farm for life force energy. You know, what what does the great mass of civilization look like at this point, if not a debt enslavement system? The average American is $90,000 in debt. What is that if not a form of slavery where your life has literally been your life force has been given over to someone else? You are in the red and you now owe your life to someone else, and you just toil away to try to get out of the red numbers. Your existence is in the red, and then you just go home after work to just bury yourself in more of the bullshit with the endless social media, the endless Netflix, gambling, video games, porn, where they just, whatever money you made from work, they're just sucking it out of you as best they can with all of these uh, toxic, supernormal stimuli and influences. You know, it's a sad state of affairs. And I'm not saying that's the ultimate way to look at it. That's one perspective. That's a more dystopian frame on it. I think it's important to look at that dystopian perspective. From another perspective, we live in a time of great opportunity. We live in a time of great prosperity in many ways, and many people are living relatively happy and joyful lives at this time. And I don't want to take that away from anybody. And, if you have chosen to be in debt, I don't want to make you feel bad about that. It just is what it is. And that in itself is an invitation to just to lock in and do what needs to be done to take yourself out of that situation, pay off the debt, don't take on further debt, and yeah, build up a buffer, build up some savings, get your financial house in order your family's financial house. But for what? Be asking yourself, for what? Money as an end in itself leads nowhere, leads to the hollowing out of the human spirit. What do you want money for? What do you want nice things for? What is that overflow going to nurture within you and allow you to birth for this world? What is it for? What's the deeper why? Why are you living? What are you doing here? What do you care about so deeply that you are ready to redirect your life force energy toward that, toward something truly worthwhile, rather than just giving it endlessly to the bullshit factory, the bullshit machine? Because it's not going to get any less addictive. It's just going to get more addictive. So it's time to start training ourselves and our children and our families and communities with a whole new level of, again, discipline, devotion, mastery, honor, and that's what it takes. That's that's what it takes to unhook from the bullshit and live a life that's actually worth something. Of course, all of our lives are inherently precious on a certain level, but what are you doing with your short time on earth? We don't know what happens when we die. We don't know if there's more after this. This might be it. You've been given a few decades, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 decades if you're lucky. You never know. Death could come tomorrow. What are you doing with that time? Is it worth it? Are you available for what the world is asking of you? Are you listening to what this world is asking of us? Are you available for that and are you responding? And I'm speaking to myself here as well, not claiming to be perfect. It's another human being on the path, crawling on his hands and knees towards something true and something real. So hopefully that's helpful for somebody today. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Take good care. Peace, family. Be well out there. I love you.